It's a typical cantina with a handful of fishermen sitting around the tables. Then over in one corner, I spot an American wearing an old Navy jacket. I take a drink and saunter over. Hi.
Hi, have a seat. Always glad to see another Americano.
Thanks. Mitchell's my name.
Thomas is mine, Tommy Thomas.
You own that diving equipment down on the pier?
Yeah, a couple of buddies and I came back to Italy after the war, set up shop in Genoa. Salvage work.
You're just the boy I'm looking for, then.
How so?
Well, I represent a picture magazine back in the States.
Oh?
I came over here to do a spread on underwater photography, but my diver got sick on me. I'm looking around for another one. Means about 5 days' work. You interested?
Ordinarily, yeah, but it so happens I got a contract for a salvage job right now. Be tied up a couple of weeks.
Look, I wonder if I might be able to buy up your contract from whoever hired you. Would you have any objections?
None at all. Talk to him if you want.
What's his name?
Gorka. Carmen Gorka.
Where can I find him?
Search me.
Has he got a boat?
Better have. You can't dive from a bus.
Maybe he's on his boat. Would you have any idea where it might be?
Nope, never seen it. I've never seen Gorka. This deal was set by mail. Look, all I know is that Gorka's supposed to send one of his men here to the inn to pick me up at this table.
When?
Could be any minute, I guess.
I see. I think I'd better level with you, Tommy.
Level? I don't get you.
Here, my credentials.
Hey, what goes?
I'll give you a fast fill-in. A secret government report was stolen by a gent named Nick Varney, but the smuggler's boat he was crossing the Mediterranean on got jumped and swiped by pirates. He's hidden the report on that boat.
So?
It's a 50-footer, too big and slow for smuggling or hijacking, but just about right for salvage. The sunken freighter General Dugas, for instance.
General Dugas. Hey, that's it. That's the name of the sunken ship Gorka mentioned in his letter to me.
Mm-hmm. It sure seems to fit.
He said he was planning on buying a boat for the job.
Yeah, buying it the easy way by hijacking it. Look, I've got a description of the boat. I could tell in a minute if Gorka has it, but to do that, I've got to get to it, and that's where you come in.
Me? How can I help?
By taking a powder.
What? I don't get you.
It's a gag I'm cooking up. If it works, I'll get that stolen report back. If it doesn't, well, my boss will have to get himself another boy. I break it down for Tommy, and he agrees to play ball. He leaves, and I roost there at the corner table. 20 minutes later, a seamy-looking sailor comes in and wanders over to me.
Carmen Gorka sent me to pick up a diver named Tommy Thomas. You him?
Yeah, I'm Tommy Thomas. Let's go. Sure, I'm taking a chance, but what have I got to lose, except my head? And that's got a hole in it anyway. The sailor takes me to a room near the waterfront and motions me inside. Then I get a surprise. Waiting for me is a very sultry-looking number.
Hello?
Well, hi. Where's Gorka?
I am Gorka.
What?
Si, Carmen Gorka.
Oh, so you're my boss.
I'm your boss, kid. I like your looks. We get along fine.
Sure.
Let's go.
Where?
To the boat. We shove off quick.
Now?
Sure now. Why not?
Well, for one thing, I don't have my diving gear with me.
I know. I got it.
You?
See? My boys pick it up off the dock for you. It is all loaded on my boat. Let's go.
I don't like the hurry-up routine, but one look at Carmen's rugged crew, and I know better than to argue. My best bet now is to get aboard, find the report, and get off fast. We head for the caves at the end of the island, and sure enough, there's the boat I've been looking for, snugly tied up. As we walk along the beach, we see a couple of her boys wrestling a guy around. They toss him aboard.
We caught him snooping around, Carmen.
Okay. Keep him aboard till we shove off. I can use another hand in the galley.
I pass the guy on deck, and then I get a surprise. It's Louis Molina, the gent in the white suit who was interested in the buried treasure. He gives me a long look, and I get a sudden, very uncomfortable thought. Could be this boy's a lot more than just a con man. We shove off at dawn. They put Molina to work peeling potatoes on deck, and the first chance I get, I wander over to him.
We meet again, senor.
Yeah, looks like you finally made a connection to go treasure hunting, the hard way.
On the contrary, senor. I've already found the treasure.
What do you mean?
You?
I don't follow.
Of course you do, Senor Mitchell.
My name's Thomas. I'm a diver.
Your name is Mitchell, and you're a U.S. agent.
You know, Molina, that makes you Nick Varney's pal.
Quite right.
Not very nice of you knocking off your own buddy.
That bullet was meant for you.
Yeah, so I figured. I gathered you were looking for this boat for the same reason I was.
Of course. The report hidden in the life jacket in the captain's cabin.
So it's a race to see which of us gets the opportunity to sneak in there first, huh?
I doubt if it will be much of a race.
Oh?
I wonder what Carmen would say if she knew she had an American agent aboard. Or more important, what she would do.
I got a good idea. Why don't you tell her?
You're joking, of course.
Go ahead. There she is, over there. She just came out on deck to take a look at the plane on the horizon.
A government plane by the look of it. Your friend, no doubt.
Yeah, Lieutenant DeMonte, probably.
So near yet so far. Too bad, Mitchell.
Carmen's looking this way. Hand me that empty pan. I'll pretend to be helping you with the potatoes.
That's very kind of you. So you wish me to tell Carmen who you are? It's quite a bluff.
You think it's a bluff? Look, when she finds out a report as valuable as that's on board, you think she'd hesitate to slit both our throats for it?
I still say you're bluffing.
Now's your chance to call it, then, because here she comes. Go ahead.
I will wait for a more opportune moment.
Sure.
Why don't you stop toying with that pan and help me if you're going to?
Sorry, you just lost your helper.
You better start getting ready, diver boy. We will be there in an hour or two.
So soon?
Sure. Then you go to work.
So, that should be an interesting sight to watch, diver boy.
So I start sweating again. For the time being, I've bluffed Molina, but I can't bluff Carmen when it comes to making like a diver. Lieutenant DeMonte's plane is long gone. I don't know whether my gag has worked, but I do know I don't have much time left. The minutes go by, 1 hour. We slow to half speed while Carmen gets her bearings. Another half hour.
All right. This is the place.
Now I'm fresh out of time. Then one of Carmen's boys points off to the east.
A boat, Carmen.
Huh?
Looks like a police launch.
Carmen and her crew all run to the rail to have a look. This is my one and only chance. I slip down the ladder to the cabin. Sure enough, there's a life preserver under the bunk. Has a tear in it. I slide my hand into it, and it's empty. The report's gone. Molina's beaten me to it. I pound up the ladder and onto the deck.
The police launch. It's coming alongside.
And I spot Molina sneaking toward the stern. I take off after him. Then I grab him with a long dive. We both go over the side. Underwater, he tries to break clear, but I've got a stranglehold. We both come to the surface, and suddenly we're hauled up aboard the launch.
Welcome aboard, Senor Mitchell.
Thanks, Lieutenant DeMonte.
The report?
That's right here in Molina's shirt. A little damp, but safe.
Carmen and her crew are in custody.
Good.
How did he know where to find you, Mitchell?
Very simple. You lent me an empty pan when I was going to help you with the potatoes.
You signaled the plane with that pan?
Indeed he did. I flew back to the coast and came along on the police launch.
And after that, it was in the bag, Molina. Or I should say, in the pan.
Our star, Brian Donlevy, will return in a moment. Now that summer is upon us, more and more of us will be getting out of doors and away from our living rooms during our leisure moments. And as the call of warmer weather takes you out of doors, once again we remind you that wherever you go, there's radio. So if you find your pleasure through a day at the beach, if your outdoor living means a ride into the country, or if your enjoyment of warm weather comes from digging in your garden, remember that you can take your radio entertainment with you wherever you go. And radio offers the finest in music, drama, mystery, comedy, and up-to-the-minute news. More than 22.5 million automobiles are now equipped with car radios, for Americans everywhere know that radio entertainment is fine entertainment. And remember, too, you can read and listen to the radio at the same time. Consult your local newspaper listings for the schedules of great programs this NBC station offers, and then set your dial here, whether you're at home or away, for the finest in listening enjoyment.
Next week, the Middle East and 3D. Desert, Dame, and Death.
And that will be Steve Mitchell's dangerous assignment next week. Featured in tonight's cast were Dan Riss, Paul Frees, Bill Conrad, Harry Bartell, and Vivi Janis. This is John Storm speaking. Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell, with Herb Butterfield as the commissioner, is written by Bob Reif and Adrian Jondeau, and is directed by Bill Karn. Be with us again next week at this same time, when Brian Donlevy, starring in the role of Steve Mitchell, will embark on another transcribed Dangerous Assignment. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.